gained 500 new followers in Brazil last month in
Dope.
November.
That's a lot.
It is. That's how his numbers be shooting up. They love
Hell
for me
yeah.
to see.
Hell yeah. No, that's awesome. What's like an average for Spotify per day? I'm not familiar with the platform.
Spotify. He's almost to the level of like a low ranking star, like a rapper.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And he only put out 2 songs, so you really probably ahead of him because he don't put out music and I get on his neck.
True.
It's live now, so you guys can see. Let me know what you guys think as far as look wise, because I couldn't really figure out how to change it up much. Cal, I'm gonna send you the link, and I'm gonna send you the link as well, Zami, if that helps.
Sounds good.
This should be the link for you. This is a link for Zami.
Oh, I got the link.
Perfect. Manny, can you let me know how it sounds? Wyatt. I don't know why I said it like that the first time. Welcome. I've been lacking on that Twitch. I know, Manny. Welcome.
Boom.
Got the homies Cal and Zell in the building. I'm gonna be doing something real quick. I'll let them take over.
What's happening?
Right now, Miller's about to get in there and fix those tags. So me and Cal will be your entertainment for right now. How are you guys doing?
That's very true.
Cal Zone OP. He's in the chat talking to us right now.
Oh man.
So how y'all feeling, Cal? Tell us how you feeling today, man. My guy.
Doing all right. Can't complain. Got my my wonderful iced tea here today. It's a good day. I drove this bad boy. Took it for a spin today. It was nice out. It's gonna rain and snow tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Oh, I feel that. By the way, Cal, tell any of the YouTube viewers who might not know you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. His link will be in the bio soon.
All right. Well, my name is Tom, also known as CalZoneOP Online, and if you haven't been living under a rock, my man here, down below or above, or I think down below, is Melody C, and to my wonderful right is the wonderful Zelme. If you haven't heard of him, you are missing out. And we stream on Twitch. I think we all do. I don't know if Zelda. I don't think Zell does, but he does have a YouTube channel. That's our little intro. I'm a streamer / content creator, I suppose. I've sold cars. I'm into cars, photography, all that good stuff. And yeah.
Wyatt, we are doing good. What's up, my guy? How you feeling? We got Manny in the chat. We're up here talking. We do this live, Cal, so we can let the people talk to us, man. They want to know this. We want to be an interactive podcast. One of the very first interactive podcast where we interact with you. Because even the ones that go live, they don't even talk to the chat. They don't talk to the people, the alphas that are with them.
Oh yeah, I feel that. Wazam, Anthony, Wazam. Yo, Miata Gang. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dude. Miata Brigade on Instagram.
That's Mike right there, my guy. Alpha.
Hell yeah, Alpha AF.
Zama, did you send me the topics as well too? Or is it just the title? What's in the title?
It's what we talking about in the title.
Okay. Just double checking. All right, I think I put some tags and everything in there, so. Okay. Are you guys cool with the way it looks? Because it doesn't look that bad, right? What are you drinking? Whiskey, Cal? It looks like you're just drinking. I could.
I'm about to.
Yo, show that bottle again. It looks like you're freaking drinking a bottle of whiskey, bro.
Bottle, bro? I got you a bottle.
Oh my god.
Whoa, I'm gonna be like one of those Twitch streamers. Hold up. I didn't turn around. Hang tight.
Oh, there goes Mike being sus again. He can't help it though. I can't blame him, honestly. Man.
Should we do a little 18, boys? Should we do a little 18? All right, we'll do a little 18.
Cal is ready to turn up today, literally. Literally.
We'll do a little 18
We are the
for the
latest
boys.
stream. We are the latest podcast there is today. Let's go.
Yo, Mike, welcome. Manny, welcome. AJ, welcome. B. Miller, announce on Discord, etc. If you haven't, we'll do right now. We have special guest Calzone OP. As he mentioned before, he's a streamer, content creator on YouTube. He's been focusing on that a lot more lately. Keep an eye out for him. We'll be asking him a ton of questions about his thoughts on gaming. We have Zelme, as always, providing, his intelligence in gaming he knows everything that's going on Twitch and YouTube and everything. So just excited to talk, with these two guys right now. I'm just gonna do something on Discord real quick, but I'll let Zelma and Cal take it over.
Sounds good. Appreciate that,
So,
Miller.
so me and Cal was having a conversation on Twitter.
We
What we were
were.
talking about was mid-range PC or the new console. Is it worth it? That's the question. I'm gonna let Cal start off. We're gonna see his thoughts. Chat, chime in. We want to hear your opinions.
Also,
Okay.
Zelma, if you could put your volume up, please do so. That's all. Or just closer to the mic or whatever. Yeah, sorry, Cal. You're good.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I think that it's definitely a different time, to be alive as far as that goes. With the new gen consoles, I had no idea. I was talking to Zell before on Twitter, like you mentioned, and I didn't expect the stats or the specs to be what they were. They're saying that it's gonna have like we're talking about the Xbox. What is it called? The Xbox X
Series.
X Series, the X Series. It's like a
Horrible
BMW.
name, Microsoft. Just hire me. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, they're trying to be like BMW. It's the X Series. It's like an SUV. But as far as that goes, the specs, it's saying it's like 12 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, and if that's true, and if it's around $500-600, I don't know how they're gonna do it, or if it's gonna be of a higher quality or lower quality or what. Because a 12 gigabyte graphics card nowadays is essentially a 2080 Ti, and that goes for $1,300. So,
Yes.
and that's just without anything else. That's not including anything. So if this is true and everything that they say is what they say, it's going to be hella worth it. But I don't believe it's going to be actually what they say it is.
Yeah, I don't. I think they might have the system, but I don't think it's gonna work at that same level. But I did hear that Microsoft games will be probably running at 120 frames per second on 4K. So that is quite impressive. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, so my thought process was the way I see them looking is Microsoft already has the market because they are PC essentially in most part.
Right.
They are mostly PC. Sony's gonna upgrade, and now as you see, Microsoft they basically built a mini PC. If you looked at it, it's like one of them old looking ugly PC.
Right.
you,
That's true.
yeah, you remember how they used to look when they used to be in that big old ugly box, and you'd be like, "What is this?"
Oh
But
yeah, those are like the school computers. Nobody wants to mess with those things.
yeah, they made it like that and just put like a new CPU in just to keep up and try to stay ahead of Sony.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking they're gonna try to. I knew they were gonna try to keep up because PC is the new phase now. It's the new fad, and the only thing people normally play that I would even play on a console would be like a game that you probably don't want to play high FPS on, like a 2K or Madden.
True.
Because if you play 2K or Madden on 120 FPS, your player is gonna be running like. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do all that because that's why they have animations at 60 because they don't want it too fast. They make you animations. So
Right.
That's
yeah.
true. I think. Go ahead, Miller.
I was gonna ask you, Cal, is it one of those things that's like Tesla again, where like they're throwing the baseball at the car window and it is not gonna do what they're flexing or they're saying is gonna do? Is that what you're kind of saying essentially, or is it too early to tell? I just wanted to ask you.
I think
that.
it's gonna be way too early to tell, but what I can say from they're trying to make it like a computer and whatnot.
Yeah.
It is a computer, but that's besides the point. The main thing that I think that's kind of crazy is 12 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM is the equivalent to a 2080 Ti, like I just mentioned, and that's $1,300.
Right, and they're dropping it down to what, 600?
500-600, and that's not including anything else. That's not including the CPU, the power source, the box, the case itself. And they're essentially, if that's true, they're either getting an amazing group buy deal, and even if they do, they're not getting anywhere. Nvidia is not going to drop it $500. It's not going to happen.
Or yeah.
Like that's less than like retail or retail. No, that's less than wholesale.
Right,
So
right.
why would they do that? It doesn't make sense. So I think it's a lot of skepticism, and I don't think it's going to be what everybody says it's going to be. They're saying that it's going to be 4K. That's fantastic. You might be lucky to get 4K at 30 FPS on lowest settings if they're lucky.
Yeah.
If they have it any higher than that, the thing's going to be like essentially a mini furnace. So if you want to save yourself some money and not buy a space heater, you could buy an Xbox X that also runs Netflix and also acts as a space heater for your whole entire house because that's how hot it's going to be. If that's
All right.
really the case.
When is this expected to release, by the way, Zome and Cal?
December 2020.
Oh, so that early.
Yeah, and I think they also might be going more to internet gaming, so it don't do that, Cal, which I'll have to see. But it's a lot of stuff we don't know about yet.
Right.
But I just want to throw it out here because those specs were very interesting, and I want to see. Like, would you rather buy a mid-range PC or that? And
What's
that's
a
because
mid-range PC?
let's
Give me some
say
specs.
5500 XT or 1650 Super, maybe 1080 in that range, somewhere around that.
Okay, well, 1080 is pretty damn good. I mean, I
It
run a
is
1080
good.
myself, and I
Right.
can run everything above 144
Yeah.
frames.
But that
on
alone
this.
is like $500-$600, right?
I paid 340.
Oh, that's not bad. That's
I got it used, but still.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, you can go price hunting, and you can get a good PC for like 850 out the door.
Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you do what I do, and you just go and get yourself a warranted. Like, my graphics card is used, but it's warranted. I have a warranty with EVGA. I still have like another year and a half on it or so. So go get yourself a used GPU for like or 1080, and you'll probably get one for like $300 to $400. Then you buy all the other stuff new, and you're looking at probably about 850, and you're set in stone. Get an AMD CPU because they're way better than Intel right now for the price and the money.
That's what I keep hearing
everything.
too. Yeah.
They are. Intel's been cranking out the same old stuff for the past 3-4 generations.
Do you think that will change at all because of what AMD's
100%.
doing, or?
100%.
Yeah.
Intel's gonna step up their game.
Yeah.
They're also coming out with GPUs next year. If you ever heard of that.
Okay.
By the way, chat has been asking a question we should ask to Intel versus AMD. AMD is winning because I'm looking at that 3.9 series is amazing.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I'm like, this is insane for the price. On the graphic card, then the latest, I have to give the latest RAM to Intel because 1650 Super seems way better than the 5500 XT based on price and the specs from what I've seen on the internet from multiple people, even AMD people. Yeah, in the video about the 1650 Super, the new one.
Sure.
Which is why, because they lost with the 1650 compared to the 580.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so they got destroyed by that. So the 1650 Super, they came back strong with it. So I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, I don't even bother with the AMD GPUs. I think they're completely out. They're completely outclassed with NVIDIA. It's not even worth it. The AMD to Intel CPU wise, I get it. AMD's way farther ahead of the curve, which may flip next year. We don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. That 3990X, I was telling Cal about that. That thing looks.
It's good. It's just at that point you're getting up there. That's like $600, if not more.
Yeah.
If you get like a 3600 or 3700X or whatever they call it now, whatever the new one is, I have a 2700X, and now you can get a 2700X for $189. That is a deal and a half. When I got it, it was like $320, and I got a deal, and it was like $280 or so. And
that's equivalent to what Intel wise?
Amazing. Intel like an i7 9900K or so,
and how
9800K, whatever one's about $400. So either way, you're saving $100 right there, set in stone, no matter what.
Right.
And by the way, the next few generations didn't go up much better, so it don't matter.
Right. And you have more cores, so if you decide to stream, you can stream off that one single PC. Whereas with the Intel, good luck. Good luck. Just try it. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I see a lot of guys raving about the AMD and just switching over to it because it's cheaper, gets the job done, significantly less money. So that's what B's been raving about it like the past couple like weeks or whatever. Like, because I'm thinking about getting a second PC
Ti
myself.
fires too.
Yeah, so I have a i7, but it's a old 4790K, so it's old.
I have one of those actually in my I'm not even kidding. Yeah, I have the motherboard. That's what I was gonna make my stream PC setup with the Intel.
Are you running dual now or?
No. Single.
Okay.
That's the beauty of AMD. And now I actually switched. Instead of going and doing X264, which if you guys don't stream, X264 basically takes the workload and puts it on your CPU as opposed to your GPU, which is the higher quality stream, which is true in most cases. But with the new NVIDIA they call it, streaming encoder, it's actually really, really close to X264. And that's what I use now.
Well,
and nobody really can tell the difference.
thing, right, or whatever.
NVENC, yeah. NVENC new though. NVENC new is different.
Gotcha. That's interesting.
It's really good.
I'm in like in search for another PC. I think soon, hopefully like within like 3-4 months. So I'm gonna be talking to both of you guys as far as like I might have to go AMD because B's telling me to do it.
Yep.
You sound like you're
I'm telling you to
sold.
do it.
You know,
I'm telling you to do it.
Zelma's telling me to do it as well. It's one of those
It's
things where
I'm doing it, and I didn't think I was on this.
That's the thing, though. It depends on when you're going to be doing it because,
yeah,
with tech, everything changes. So give it,
100%.
2-3 months from now. I don't know. Intel might be better than AMD, but
Gotcha. And they are releasing
Yeah, that's
stuff
what-
soon,
Yeah.
right? Like you guys said.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for June
I hope
before I
so.
get my PC. So I'm waiting for June. 380 Ti supposed to be out around there. The new 39 series supposed to be out.
yeah.
Check-
Anthony
check out what
has a
Anthony says.
Ryzen 7
Mhm.
3700X, and that's 8 cores, 16 threads, which is the same as the 2700X. I think they just bumped it up a little bit, and that's $260. So
Yeah.
compared to Intel's i9, that would be $500.
Which is insane, bro.
It's
Which is
literally.
I think Cold Flame has a. I don't know if he has an i7 or i9 right now, and I don't know if he runs 144 or 240. I'm not sure.
Slitty does have i9.
Does he? Yeah. It's interesting time for gaming as far as like equipment and what people are using. Xbox saying they're gonna release a freaking monster console that's almost like a PC. So
Yeah. It'd be better than if they say what they say is true. It's gonna be better than every single one of our PCs, easily. Unless Miller gave a TI that I don't know about, but.
And I wonder what that does to the market as far as what does Nvidia and Intel do about that, because people are gonna buy this console / PC thing if it does what it says it does,
Well, that's the thing. They're going to be getting those components from one of those manufacturers. They're not going to be getting it out of anywhere. So they control the ones that control the market are the GPUs.
Gotcha. Right.
They're going to be the ones that control
PlayStation
everything.
And Xbox said they're getting custom made PCs. So I mean CPUs. So
well, CPUs, right? But the GPUs, I can bet you it's going to be AMD just because they're going to get a deal. I can almost guarantee it.
Really?
Because Nvidia's not going to. Nvidia's are $1,300.
Yeah.
So I think
double
of
the price.
two things. Two things. Either they make this Xbox X Series or Series X, and they put those specs out because they're trying to sell a different product, which is going to be like a cloud-based gaming platform, so you can
that's
have.
what I was thinking too.
That's the only thing that I could think of where you'll get that performance, but guess what? You're getting input delay, and that's because you're going and you're gonna have to pay a monthly fee for that. So that's where I think they're going to try to cash in.
Yeah.
I think they're going to come out with a regular Xbox. It's going to be something basic, like a regular, like Xbox 360 or Xbox One next generation. Nothing too spectacular. And then you have the option to tack on their whatever they call it. Like they'll partner with Shadow, or I forget what they call it, Shadow. Or there's another one called I think Stadia or Stavia.
Stadia or something like that.
Stadia is kind of trash. I don't heard bad reviews on it.
They're all pretty bad. That's the point. But they're going to mark up their numbers with the 12 gigabytes, and that's what's going to entice people that don't really know what they're talking about, and so on and so forth. That's what I'm thinking. That's my speculation.
Well, that's going to probably be for the high FPS games too. So,
right.
I'm thinking.
Well,
games like Madden and stuff, they probably just going to try to release it regular. That way they can try to perform the market to where it's going and keep their loyals too at the same time.
Oh yeah. Well, that wouldn't even change anything. Like the like the 2K and all that. Even if if you can play the other games at high FPS, you're gonna play the other ones too at the other ones.
Right.
At the high FPS, so it wouldn't really matter. If anything, it's just gonna be a smoother picture.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want that?
Prosper, what's Zam, my guy?
I guess Prosper agrees with both of you guys where he says first console smells terrible, but then he says they'll make you pay monthly. So maybe that's where the catch is at, where like you have no other option in a sense.
But, that's what they're going to do. But I don't think they're going to make that. They're going to give you the option. They're going to have an asterisk next to it, and it's going to be with Stadia or Shadow or whatever the next one is called.
Mm-hmm.
And and they're going to come out with a regular. It's going to be like just like an Xbox One and just the next generation, and then they give you that option. That's probably what's going to happen. Either that or there's going to be some sketchy stuff going on. Especially their CPU has a 2.3 gigahertz clock speed or run speed. That's not that high. That's actually fairly low. If you look at like our boys Ryzen, that has a clock speed of like a 4, so that's almost double. Like something's off there.
My laptop got more clock speed in it. That's how you know.
Exactly.
My laptop got more clock speed.
So something's a little up. So, I don't know.
By the way, as we were talking about it, Miller actually got PlayStation Plus today,
Okay.
which is the same type of deal, to go through the online. So Miller will get to experience it directly with those PlayStation games. So it's a very interesting time. Miller can even try it out on his PC doing it.
I'm gonna see how my PC does with games like playing
Fantastic.
online. I haven't, so I'm interested to see. I have really good internet, but I don't know. Prosper was hitting
Yeah.
by beef. What did he do? Hold on, let me see.
He got egoed. He pissed to whip the ego.
Oh my god!
It's out of here.
Ban Prosper.
See
He
you later.
stinks. Rest in peace, ego.
It's
Oh
out
my
of here.
god.
So
Whoops.
now, yeah, but
Yeah.
the main problem with Stadia and all that is that you're
Yeah.
gonna have giant input lag. So
That's what I'm
it's
scared
not
of
gonna
right
be,
now. So I can't even imagine with the
Yeah.
console.
And especially like if you're gonna be getting a console and you're wanting 120 frames and stuff like that, like a lot of people, especially people that like just play casually or they think they're good at the game or
Yeah.
whatever, and they play it on a console, they don't even realize what type of TV that they're running it on. And more
Yes.
than likely not,
Uh-huh.
they're running at like 5 millisecond delay already. So tack Stadia on top of that, and they're gonna have who knows how high of a millisecond delay. So you're gonna be moving your input sticks, and it's gonna be moving like 10, 20
Oh,
milliseconds
that's
later.
bad.
It's terrible. 5 milliseconds is bad. Adding more input lag onto that, not even considering their internet,
Yeah.
even with gigabit internet, Stadia still sucks today.
What? Yes. Well,
So,
I mean, they have like a whole year, which is honestly not much in the grand scheme of things, right? So
it's a long time for tech, but I don't think it's not. In theory, it's not going to be as fast as you having the physical hardware here.
gotcha.
No matter what.
Gotcha. So you don't think you'll see yourself buying one of those? Is what you're telling me, Cal? Absolutely
No.
not.
I'm getting a monster PC next year. That's my plan.
Hell no.
You're not
If I was
excited
buying
for
anything-
it.
380 Ti, baby. 380 Ti.
Have-
399. The 300, 3000, the 3 series on the AMD CPU. 64 core. I showed Cal I like that thing a monster.
True.
128
true.
threads. Like, I won't have to do nothing.
Are people hyped up about this whole console thing coming next year though? I haven't so that's why I'm letting you guys
Console
kind of
people
take
are.
the floor. I
Well-
haven't heard much hype about it, but I'm not around those circles as much,
So they just released it. What, 3-4 days ago, something like
Mhm.
that. I mean, I'm not a big console guy. I'm a PC guy. I've always been. And then I
100%.
switched to Xbox, randomly because all my boys are on it, and then I
Yeah.
got rid of that, and I went back, whatever. PC is always going to be better no matter what, because Xbox is always going to have its limitations, whether it be the software or the way Microsoft decides to allow you to do certain things or whatnot. It's good for the casual user, but if anyone's going to put in, $600+ on an Xbox, you might as well just get a PC. It doesn't make sense.
Gotcha.
Xbox is nice at the $300-400 range max. Anything more than 400, and you're
Yeah.
like wasting money.
Gotcha. I gotcha. So it's like one of those things where you're like, it's whatever to you kind of thing.
Yeah,
I-
I mean, yeah,
I might get it because of 2K and Madden. And if I get friends to
Mhm.
play with me, but if I don't know nobody, I might not get it because I want a
Okay.
monster PC.
Can't you play 2K on PC?
You could.
You can, but it is terrible on PC.
Is it?
Like I said,
Really?
my FPS get too high and it gets crazy, and I'm like, I try to
Really?
cap it, but then nobody gets on it because no one plays it on PC, so it's kind of weird.
That's probably
That's my
the hardest
biggest
part, I'm
problem.
guessing.
No one plays on PC.
Because I played FIFA on PC, it was no problem.
Yeah.
But-
Wait, if the frames are high though, that shouldn't be an issue. That if anything, that's better. It makes the game smoother.
Yeah, it does, but the main problem was nobody's on there, and then it kind of make the animations wonky because they force like a 30-frame animation. That's for 2K, not Madden. 2K.
Got you. So now,
I don't know.
isn't it
They fixed
crossplay?
it. I actually think they fixed it though.
Is it crossplay?
I don't. It wasn't when I played
That's
it. I don't
the
know.
problem. I think for most people, like not a lot of PC
Yeah.
guys have friends to play. Most people that play those games, 2K Madden, I feel like they're always on console. Like from what I've seen,
Yeah.
as far as the online play and stuff, and it's not crossplay. I wonder if they ever bring that into sports games in the future. I'm not sure. We
They
saw it with
definitely will.
Fortnite, with Call of Duty, but as far as like sports games, we haven't really seen that. Which I wonder what that would do for gaming as well too, if it was crossplay.
They probably will, but I don't think a lot of people that are crazy into the sports games really play PC to begin with.
Yeah, that's
That's a
most of
good
the people I know that love 2K do not. They like, I just pay $500 in this than $800 for that because I ain't gonna play number 2K. And most of them work on too.
1,000%.
Most of them work a lot too.
1,000%.
They were like, I'm not gonna really be on a PC, so
Yeah, I think a lot of
whichever
sports
the cheapest
people.
thing.
I think a lot of sports guys tend to already be pretty casual with the game to begin with. There are a lot of competitive ones. Don't get me wrong, but I think the
Yeah.
majority of people that play it are casual players because they're usually outside and actually doing stuff. Where us nerds are inside playing shooters in Fortnite and shit like that.
Facts.
Where it's kind
Yeah,
of what's
most
happening.
tournaments are on Xbox or PlayStation, and they have a choice of Xbox play. I don't think they have many in PC either, from the ones
Sure.
I saw.
See you later, Prosper.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I grew up playing console, and sports games were the biggest thing. But now that like on PC, you don't hear anybody really playing sports games. So I would like to see it personally, but I guess I'm like one of the very few that will be into PC. I thought PC was for nerds, honestly, too. When I was growing up, the console was the way to go, because
That's kind of the thing they did for it, though. That's kind of the marketing for it.
Yeah. So I would like to see it personally, but I don't know if there's much of if it's marketable or as far as like if there's enough interest for even these game developers or whatever to try to make crossplay happen or companies. I don't know if it's really worth it. So.
And the one thing about sports game, Miller, is that most of them you usually get a bunch of people in the house, and y'all have like y'all put $20 to $50 in a pool, and y'all bet on a tournament, and everybody in the same house, and you screaming at each other.
100%.
Like that's a very different environment because I have done some of those with $250 prize pool. It's kind of fun. I kind of miss it.
100%. No, I would agree. It's definitely a different era. I feel like a lot of the older guys were into like sports gaming and stuff like that. So I think Cal drank too much whiskey. He's already about to drop his mic a little bit. So
no, dude. So I have a $40 IKEA desk. So if I shake it just a little bit, look what happens. The whole thing just goes crazy.
I thought you were gonna say I have $40 IQ, and I was like, what does that even mean?
$40 IQ. Well, I got a couple dollar IQs, but
Let's see what else we have here. Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings. Zelma, you want to say anything about that?
Well, if anybody, real quick, if anybody picked up a couple dollars IQ, that means it's 200. $2, 200.
Big brain.
Nobody
big brain.
picks it up. I can guarantee a big brain.
Today been a chill day, man. We just trying to get it back started. We've been off for so long. I think people forgot about us, but about Star Lord, Lord of the Rings. This is for the people. Most of y'all will come after. Miller, what are your thoughts on first before I go in?
Loving the hoodie, by the way, Miller. Thank you, AJ. Thank you. I have not. You talking about Star Wars?
Yeah.
I haven't played it. I never watched Star Wars. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. If we're talking about the event and stuff like that, I didn't get to see it. I don't know.
What other movies have you not seen, Miller? Tell us.
Well, what's the big one that people hate me for? Dodgeball.
Oh, dude, that's so bad. That's a classic.
I've never seen Dodgeball. I haven't seen Star Wars. Rocky.
Never seen Rocky.
I've never seen.
That's old. I get it.
I've never seen Rocky. I just saw Karate Kid.
Cal. Miller is old. That's the problem.
That's true.
I'm just as old as. Wait, Miller, how old are you?
29.
Like 25.
No, I'm 29.
Wait,
I'm 29, bro.
Hold up.
I know I look young, so I appreciate it, Kyle. I appreciate you.
Miller old as me. That's like in our terms, in our circles. Not watching Rocky is bad.
Yeah, no, for sure. I haven't watched.
And that's boomer circles.
Back to the Future.
Look, be even upset. But come on.
Back to the Future.
Yo, but has anybody watched Hot Tub Time Machine though? That's the real question.
No.
1 and 2.
I watched it. Miller is uncultured.
I'm out.
AJ, you are like 14. Of course, you never seen Rocky. You probably seen Creed.
Have you seen Step Brothers, Miller? Is that where like Will Ferrell puts his nuts like on the drum? Yeah, I did see that a while back.
Okay, good. Yeah, as long as you saw that one, that's okay.
I just remember that scene.
Acceptable.
That's about it.
Cal and Miller should 1v1.
Miller is a boomer who lived in a bubble until Fortnite. I was an outdoors kind of guy. I didn't know what was happening because I was playing basketball outside, dunking on AJ and stuff like that. So, those kind of things. I wasn't a big gamer. I just, casually GoldenEye, Halo, Donkey Kong, things like that. 2K, NBA Live, NBA Street. I was really into sports games a lot growing up. But
okay.
Yeah.
Need for Speed 2 still the best.
Need for Speed was fire.
Need for Speed
Underground was fire too. Flitz, welcome to the podcast, man. Talking a little bit about
Let's
gaming.
Welcome, my guy.
I'd throw up if you didn't. I thought somehow we segued into the movies I haven't seen. Flitz, Cal, what are some classics you haven't seen?
Oh geez,
It's not many movies I haven't seen because I'm a movie fanatic.
Ah.
I'm a writer, so I like that whole thing.
There's a lot of good ones that I haven't. Oh, the Avengers. I never actually saw that. Like all those other ones. I saw Final Game or whatever it's called, Endgame, but I didn't see any of the other ones.
Chat, you can attack
That's
those
a
two as much as
that's
you
a
want.
that's a little bad. So just a little. It's a
It
little.
wasn't. It's not my thing. I don't know. I liked
You
like
call
I watched
I'm just kidding. I haven't seen Endgame
Ant-Man.
either. Is Ant-Man
Deadpool was
good?
lit. Ant-Man was pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet.
I thought it was cool. I like Spider-Man
It's
better, to be honest. I really like Spider-Man 3. When it was in, I think it was 3D. I'm not sure, but it was really good.
The one with Zendaya. Is that the one you're
no,
talking about?
he talking about Tobey
Long time
Maguire,
ago.
Miller.
What's the
He
Spider-Man
talking
that
about
just came out
Tobey
that I saw?
Maguire when he was turned.
Oh,
When he
Tobey
started doing that.
Maguire. Damn, that's a throwback. That's a
Oh, I
throwback.
got a good one for you, Miller. Harold and Kumar. Have you seen that
Great
series?
movie when they go to White Castle. Yes, that's a
Yeah.
classic.
Okay.
That
Okay,
is a
Guantanamo Bay. All
that
that.
I didn't see the only one I saw was a White Castle one. That's the only one I've seen. That's a what 2? Is that 2?
I think that was the first one. I could be bugging. I don't know. I think I'm getting White Castles tonight because of that. Not gonna lie.
I don't have one near here.
You don't have, bro. I got one down the block.
I have to go to Jersey
It's
to go, which is like
Oof.
50 minutes. But I go
You're
there.
going to Jersey. You might as well swing by. You'd be chilling.
You in New York, right? You right in Staten
Yeah.
Island?
No, Long Island.
Long Island. I
Staten
always-
Island would be close.
I always yeah. You're like 3 hours away from me or something like that. Oh my god.
Depends on where
Mike,
you are in
Mike, he
Penn.
didn't leave TSM. He's TSM chronic Zexro now.
What's this whole chronic
Yeah.
and TSM thing that Zexro was talking about?
I have no
He
idea.
joined. He pulled off his shirt, said this is the org I'm on, and this is TSM. But I think he's working with chronic since a lot of pros now are doing like a
Yeah.
dual thing now.
Gotcha. White Castle.
White Castle
Kinda-
sucks. Whoa, it does kind of suck, but
I
it's good
don't-
for 2 o'clock in the morning, you know. And they're open 24/7 at least by May.
They send you to the bathroom with some intentions, though. That's one thing.
Oh yeah,
They're-
believe me. Me and my boys, we did a challenge. We did a 3 people 30 man or 30 piece. Let me tell you,
Nah,
it was
I
fun.
don't
It was
know.
not so fun later. But
That's
it was delicious though,
Oh, I'm sure it
and
was
they were
great at the
jalapeno
moment.
burgers.
Oh no.
30
Nah.
jalapeno
No,
burgers.
no.
And I think we had fries too, like those chicken fries they had, those little strips when they had them.
Mhm.
And those, you know what's really good from there, like low key, the mozzarella sticks are not bad, and they have mac and cheese, fried mac and cheese balls, or like they're like in shapes of triangles.
Yeah.
Those are really good, and I haven't ate that in a long time. Last time I ate that, I was coming home from a party at like 3-4 in the morning, and they were open. I was like lit, and then I felt yeah, it was good. Chick-fil-A's the best. I had Chick-fil-A last night. So
Chick-fil-A's
I agree.
fire. All right.
Dude, they
me
opened
and Cal
another
know.
one.
Oh, that's bad.
They opened another
They're
one.
opening
by me, so-
everywhere.
Dude, there's 3 now in Long Island.
They're
So there's one even closer to me now. It's perfect.
If
I,
you-
I literally go there. Oh man, and it was packed. It was packed, literally packed.
if you want to start a franchise, that'd probably be one of the best ones to start at the moment. Moe's is better.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have no idea what
Have
Moe's
you tried
is.
a Chick-fil-A mac and cheese?
Yes, it's fire.
Chick-fil-A mac and
It's
cheese is
fire.
good.
That's the next thing I'm trying in because I haven't
Very
tried it yet.
Chipotle's good,
Okay.
bro. Chipotle, get the new asada steak. Fire.
I
That's
gotta
the
try that too.
I'm not a big Chipotle guy, man.
Me neither, but you got to get the chicken, and the asada steak. And when you do it, you always ask for half and half because they don't want to like jip you. So what they do is they usually end up giving you double anyway.
Interesting.
Life hacks with calzone. That's the way to do it.
Life. Oh,
Half and half.
Chat, you are
chicken
learning right now.
And I go to a specific one I'll ask for double, and they never charge me for double. Never. And
Re-
if I get steak, usually because the steak, especially the asada, is more expensive. It's like almost $10, and the other one's like $8.75 or something. It's like peanuts, but still. And they always charge me for the chicken instead of the steak every single time, and they don't charge me for double.
Interesting.
don't know why.
Pookie
It's great.
loves Chipotle too.
It's great. So I there's one really close to me, and I don't go to that one specifically because the other one gives me free shit.
Anthony says he gets double chicken.
Double chicken's the move.
And
That's what I
that's-
used to get until the asada steak.
Oh, you guys are Chipotle like connoisseurs.
It's
I don't
good.
I don't really do Chipotle. Interesting, man.
Oh man, and I always go for the burrito bowls. Always, every single time, unless I'm feeling
Places-
burrito-y.
Was
What
that
place
something?
do you have to try, Miller? You still have to try Zaxby's?
I've never been to Zaxby's. That's
Me
not
What
in
neither.
else
New
you
York,
gotta
right?
try?
Yeah, that's not in New York, right? Zaxby's.
No.
That's
And-
more a southern thing, so you have to go kind of. That's why you had to go to. Where you had to go, Virginia, somewhere south, about an hour and a half away. I don't know.
Delaware, Maryland, but yeah, it's not like
Oh yeah,
Oh man, I've been to Delaware and Maryland. That place is dull as hell, but they
it's
got good crab.
it's
That's
it's
about it.
weird, right? It's like a weird
Bro,
place.
all the houses where at least where I went were the same. Like they live in like these little like communities, right? And they
Yeah.
every house is the exact same from the inside to the outside, and they're really close to each other. And there's like grass and it's like perfectly mowed. It looks like almost like a simulation. It doesn't look real. It looks like they're like brainwashing all these people, and then they bring them back, and that's where they go. They bring them all to Delaware.
Bro, how's the lighting? Because I swear when I drive through there, it feels like ghost town. Like it's weird.
Bro,
Like they never have enough lights. If that makes, I know that sounds stupid, but
yeah, because they're all
it's
in a
weird.
simulation, so they're
Yeah.
not going out at night. They're in
But-
at night. After in 8 p.m., that's it. Lights out. They're inside. They're sleeping. That's it. They put their goggles on and shit, and and they do their dreams, like their simulated dreams.
he said when the meetup happened. Isn't AJ and Elizabeth?
He is. He's in Jersey, so he's closer to Cal than I am, because I'm in PA. So he's like
Yeah.
he's North Jersey, so he's not too far from New York. So he's probably like about an hour and a half from
Probably.
you, maybe a little more, maybe. Cal is stating facts. Cal, question for you:
Always.
How's life after Fortnite? You don't play much
Life after
anymore.
Fortnite. I
Are
mean,
you
I still
breathing?
play here and there, but like
Uh-huh.
I'm like actually a bot now. Like
Are you
finding some
happier
life.
though with life?
Oh hell yeah! Fortnite got especially in this current update. Fortnite has been
Oh, this
so
is gonna
dull. It's
get
not even
good.
funny.
This is gonna get
So
good.
I've just been playing Call of Duty, and it's been a hell of a lot more fun. I
By the
actually
way,
haven't been
chat.
playing.
If you,
Go ahead.
by the way, chat. Before I'm gonna let Cal go on, but if you have any questions,
For
anything, we'll
sure.
see it and we're gonna real dissect into your question. Sometimes we might not directly say your name, but we'll direct it toward the question you have, and sometimes we will. But you carry on, Cal. I just want chat to know. Sometimes,
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
yeah.
You know
I
what
forgot
people
what I
were
was saying,
asking
but
for you actually in my chat not too long ago. It was Slitty, and Slitty was like, "Damn, I miss the days that Cal used to do the scrims." Like he wants
oh
you to because he's been
dude,
looking for scrims to like do, and there's certain times people don't do them, I guess, or it's like hard to
yeah,
find. And Slitty was like, and he said, then I was like, yeah, I think Cal is like kind of done with Fortnite.
yeah, man. I mean, Fortnite's fantastic, but when you're trying to grow a stream and you're trying to do it through Twitch itself,
Yeah,
Fortnite is probably the worst game to play if you're
Over,
trying to grow a stream. Like
oversaturated for sure.
completely oversaturated, and it's really good if you have viewers. Like if you have like a solid fucking change of viewers,
Yeah,
maybe even I'll go as low as like 70 or
yeah,
80.
yeah.
You're gonna see growth because I was watching everything as it goes, like when I was doing those scrims and those
Mm-hmm.
customs, and when I was like past a certain threshold, I was seeing a lot more people coming through.
Gotcha.
Before I hit that threshold,
It was
it
tough.
wasn't changing much. And like
Gotcha.
right now, if I would stream and I would do Fortnite or anything like that, even Call of Duty for that sake, now they're trying to improve it, with the recommended and whatnot. But
Yeah.
even with that, I'll still get like 1 to 3 followers a stream, and I'll be streaming for 3 4 hours.
Gotcha.
So the not the transparency, but the discoverability on Twitch is just not there.
It's
So
rough. Well, do you two questions? Do you
mhm,
feel not Cal, do you feel Call of Duty is better for like finding new followers, new viewers, and expanding your stream? That's
mhm,
question number one. Two,
right.
is do you think it's more of a Twitch problem or depending on the game problem? Because Twitch, as far as
Mhm,
discoverability, like you said, games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, when there's so many people streaming it, you're not gonna
mhm.
get like found unless a recommended channel, and they're not like that good. You know what I mean? So
Right.
those two questions: do you think is another platform better, or is it just a game problem, a mixture of both?
So
Mhm.
it's definitely a mixture of both, but more or less it's essentially Twitch's problem. So Twitch never really had to worry about it because no matter what, people are going to be streaming
Yeah,
and people are going to be having high views, and
yeah,
it is what it is. So they have never had to really cater to the people that had lower views.
yes,
So that they're starting to implement certain things to
hmm,
help them. They're doing they even shout out ads, which are cool, and not ads are very important because you're not going to be making much off of them either way.
100%.
But
Yeah,
what's important about them is because the ads are going to be there no matter what. But they changed it so now once an ad comes, it goes all the way to the right, or it goes to the main screen, but you can still see the person that you're watching on the top over on the right.
right.
And
Yeah.
that is huge for everybody, especially smaller streamers that for discoverability. So if someone's just first coming into your stream and they get an ad, they can at least see what you're doing.
Gotcha.
If And especially if you're going to like the bathroom or something like that, and somebody's just coming on through and they hit on the ad, they can see that you're not there. And if they see that you're not there, they're probably gonna like, be like, oh, he's gonna be right back and then stay.
Yeah.
Whereas before, you weren't able to see what they were doing. So you're just like, I don't know what's going on. You'll have like a mini anxiety attack and
Right.
just leave and go to somebody else.
Yeah, capturing someone's attention too, for sure. Like those few seconds, like you're saying, it's so important. So
Right.
with the
And
ads and recommended channels and stuff like that, they don't really
right.
have much as far as discoverability, which I don't really complain about. Really, like I get it. It's probably hard to try to advertise or promote smaller streamers, so I get it.
Mhm.
But I don't think there's any other platforms that's doing much about it too, besides like Mixer with the Hype Zone and
Right.
So
Hype Zone
Right.
is a dope idea though.
is it still
Right.
going on,
Well,
Zelme? By the way,
yeah, they still do it.
gotcha.
Well, and to answer your second question of like how or where to stream or like platform wise, if you want to stream, I think the answer right now is definitely first off, definitely not YouTube.
Right.
1000% not YouTube.
Nope.
Because
Why is that?
it's been like
Mhm.
softly proven
Mhm.
that once you stream on YouTube, that will conflict with the algorithm for your regular videos. So I've seen other
Really?
streamers that yes. So I've seen other streamers that streamed exclusively on YouTube and had 500-600 viewers steady, and they saw that them streaming affected their videos extremely negatively. There's a couple streamers out there. I'm not going to name any names. Especially there's one that's really big on Call of Duty, and he was getting thousands of people watching him,
Yeah.
but then his videos tanked. And it wasn't
Mhm.
because people that weren't necessarily watching his videos because they, had other content of him,
Yeah.
streaming.
Mhm.
It was just his algorithm was not recommending them to anybody anymore. And so there's
Why
other
is
people
that?
that now are switching. It's just YouTube, and YouTube will fix that eventually when they realize because they're really trying to push out
Yeah.
YouTube gaming.
Yeah.
And I bet you that's
Yeah.
going to happen with Courage, and Courage is going to be like the
The face
Carriage
of
catalyst
it.
already
to
talked
really
about it,
decide.
Kev. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't.
Carrot said right when his video go off, it deletes the stream and makes a YouTube video. So it doesn't affect him the way it does that. Carrot was talking to Tim about it.
Right, but it does that for everybody though.
I'm talking about
For
not
YouTube.
the whole video. No, he has a new video and it just deletes the stream in a way and then puts it in some weird category or something. He was talking about it and how it affects your video. So YouTube told him a way to, since they signed him, of course, they showed him a way to do it. And I don't know exact details
Interesting.
of it. I have to
Yeah.
look it up, but I don't know the exact details of it.
Okay. I didn't see it, so
Yeah.
yeah, I would definitely have to see it. And as far as the other question of like what platform to stream on, definitely not YouTube. Just for the fact of if you're trying to grow your YouTube.
What if you're not trying to grow YouTube and you're just trying to be a streamer? You think YouTube is okay for it then, or no?
No, and I'll tell you why.
Mhm.
You want to be streaming on Twitch. There's many reasons as to why
Yeah.
people stream on unless you're getting a deal and they're paying you like you have a fixed commission
Yeah.
or a fixed salary per
Mhm.
month, you should be on Twitch. You could try Mixer or whatever if you want because that there's way less viewers on there or way less streamers on there for per viewer if that makes sense. But they also have like next to nothing in viewer watch hours compared to Twitch.
Yeah.
So it's a mixed bag. Plus, you're not going to be getting that many followers from Mixer as opposed to Twitch. Maybe
Gotcha.
instead of 3 to 5 that you'll get on Twitch per stream, you might get 10 to 20 on Mixer. That's great if that's even the case. I don't know. I'm making up
Yeah.
these numbers,
Mhm.
but that's still not significant. That's not enough. So what you got to do is you got to either make a TikTok or an Instagram or a Twitter or something else, and
Yeah.
YouTube. YouTube. That's why I'm doing YouTube to funnel everybody into your stream
Gotcha.
because there's no discoverability on Twitch or
Yeah.
Mixer's working on it, but there's still the whole point of doing it like this is to scale. If a video, for example, hits like 1 million views, right?
Yes.
Or forget that. We're not even going to talk about that. What we're going to talk about real quick is that let's say on Twitch, right, and you're trying to gain publicity or you're trying to gain followers, or you're trying
Mhm.
to gain, build your brand.
Yeah.
You can only do that on Twitch when you're live.
True.
So
True.
you have to be working 24/7. Like when Ninja was doing his thing, he was always worried about losing his
His subs.
momentum, essentially his
Mhm.
subs and everything because he had to be there.
Yeah.
On YouTube, you don't have to be there. You work, you do your 6-hour video, whatever it may be. You put that bad boy on there, and guess what? I have videos right now that while we speak are getting views,
Yeah.
and those will translate into subs, and then they will funnel into wherever you're trying to stream.
Gotcha.
But that's what you're trying. That's what you should be doing if you're really trying to grow a stream. You're not if you stream every day on Twitch and you do 8 hours a day, whatever it may be, 12 hours a day, whatever.
Yeah.
you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna get people.
Yeah,
It's just not gonna happen.
you're wasting a
I've
lot of
tried it.
time in a
I've
sense.
done it.
Yeah.
It will not
I
work.
told Miller that.
Yeah.
There are
Oh,
super rare cases where, let's say, Tifu or something gives you a random host, and you guess what, you got bumped up. But even if you got the bump up, unless you're a certain personality, you're not going to go anywhere.
Gotcha.
So you got to build an audience somewhere else. Period. That's just the way to
Right.
do it.
Which is a good conversation and topic, because I feel like you seeing a lot of people, as far as the streamers that have concurrent viewers or consistent viewers, where they say the same thing. Because maybe back then it used to work when there weren't that many streamers, so
Yes,
more
of
people
course.
pop in. But now there's so many streamers, which is good, right? But at the same time, it's tough, because if you're trying to get discovered and there's 6,000 other people playing the same game you're playing, it's probably not that much. Let's say 600, 100. Yeah. It's gonna be hard to for someone to scroll all the way down and find you with the discoverability on Twitch.
That's true.
But Cal, this goes into another question. We're segueing. The corporatization of these platforms now. What do you think about it? Do you like it? Do you agree with it? Specifically YouTube. Since you're more active on YouTube, I was telling Miller, when you upload a video, now they ask you, is this kid friendly? And the new law, they'll fine you money if you say kid friendly and it's not. So
how do
you think about the corporatization of it and Mixer? Because Microsoft Mixer, I can see Microsoft trying to get that push for the X series, Shroud, Ninja, Halo. You see the marketing, because I like marketing, so I study this stuff, and how they markets go up and down when they sign Ninja and Shroud. They think the Xbox gonna do big. Halo Ninja, Halo Pro, Shroud great at every game. That's why they picked those two. Probably try to get Dr. Disrespect for the Halo audience. Because I can already see a Halo when it come out. I can see Ninja gonna probably be there. Let's be honest.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the corporatization of these platforms where it used to be didn't be as much?
In what regard? Because of that law?
Just in general. Because if you notice on YouTube, it's more going toward the corporate. Like, if you look at recommended on YouTube right now, it's gonna be TV shows, trailers, movie trailers, late night TV show, and then you're gonna have every once in a while they'll pop in a smaller person, but it's usually gonna be the bigger people. As where it used to be. I don't know how long you've been on YouTube, Cal. When I first started YouTube in like 2014, anybody could get on there if your video hit the algorithms and hit every spot.
Right. I still think that's true today. If you can hit the algorithm, or even if you have the right tags, like my one video is 21,000, and it's only been like 2 weeks since I uploaded, if that. And that was just because I put the right tags, I had the right thumbnail, I had a 20%, not retention ratio, but basically the ratio for when people see your thumbnail and then they click on it. So 1 in like essentially 5 people that when they saw my video, they clicked on it, which is extremely high for that type of setting. But as far as the corporatization, they had no choice. That's just because of the law. It's not that they wanted to do that. If anything, they didn't want to do that. They don't want to do it because they're losing money by them doing it. I think the whole thing, to be completely real, is they just had to say something to comply with the law, and then they're just not going to implement it. And that's just going to be
your cam died. I don't know if it's still...
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think they're going to actually implement it. And as far as like my content, I'm not worried about it. My game is 18 plus, so it's rated M. As far as Fortnite's 13 plus. So, do 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds play? Sure. I think the whole law is really stupid because I remember when I was a kid, my age was not my actual age online. I made it so that I was 21 when I was 8, so then I could go on YouTube and stuff like that. So it really it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't stop anybody from doing anything. All it does is it scares people into making content, and tries, they go over, I'm not getting into politics, but they're just trying to make it so that they're trying to lobby some sort of a safety aspect, and then they want to control the internet. And that's a problem. You don't want that.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. And then one thing YouTube does need to fix is the copyright thing, because I promise you, anybody can copyright. And I don't know if you had to deal with this yet, Cal. Their service is their YouTube help is the worst thing.
I know.
I'm talking about. I had down Warner Brothers, Universal, try to copy strike our music, and they would literally just send us in circles over and over until I'm like, yo, listen, I'm gonna sue you because I got this paperwork right here for this song. So if they taking money from me, that means you stealing from me because this song is right here. I got the paperwork. We can do this because you're taking money from me. And then all of a sudden, I still don't get help. It just goes away.
It's very silly. My one of my good friends, he has a 63,000 on YouTube subscribers, and he randomly just got taken down last month, like just randomly out of the blue. He had never had a strike, never nothing, and he actually sent in 2 emails to YouTube. They didn't get back with him, nothing. His emails actually never actually sent, and he never got a confirmation, never got anything. He ended up shooting another email to them 3 days ago, 2 days ago, something like that. He got his account back in literally less than 5 minutes.
What?
No transaction, no communication. He never got told why he got banned, nothing. Just gone.
Bro, they don't talk to you, Miller. Once you ask for their help, they will not speak to you. They will send you to an automated thing, and it will say, "What is your problem?" You type it in, they'll send you, and like somebody will email you, and it's an automatic thing. Will email you back, and then it send you back to the first thing.
Yeah,
and you be like, "Yo, listen, I need this strike off my page. Leave me alone." So you have to throw it with a lawsuit, and then it just goes away. Automatically just disappears. It never happen.
To play devil's advocate, there's probably so many customers they have.
Yes.
So in order to hire people to deal with that, it's probably like nearly impossible to even like, scratch the surface as far as like getting to everyone.
Yeah. But everything's autobotted though. They shouldn't have they shouldn't have an Autobot doing copyright. That's more probably for music, Cal, than for you.
Yeah. Like I imagine Twitch, you have a problem too, and they're probably not gonna. They don't even have like a customer service like line, right? I'm guessing with Twitch, so I guess it's hard in any like it's very new in the world as far as like it's popular now, streaming and all this, YouTube, all these social websites and stuff like that. But as far as like, we don't really know what's going on as far as like I don't know. I just feel like it's probably hard for them to serve their customers or the streamers or whatever. Like I don't know, the whole Linity thing still drives me, like I don't understand how she can get away with certain things, but like I don't know, they don't really, it's kind of hard to have like guidelines on what's allowed, what's not allowed, when there's so many ways around it, in my opinion.
I think real quick with the whole YouTube thing, I'm pretty sure once you hit 100,000 subscribers, you actually have a dedicated like team that will work with you on certain things like that. But until then, you're kind of in trouble, and they only do that probably because you're not really making that much money if you don't have the subscribers. You know what I mean?
I know how to few 100K people I know from the YouTube credit thing that they try to send me to, and I actually went in one time from like 3 years ago, and they don't talk to them much either. Like if you ain't in the millions, they don't really. And some of the millions be complaining about it. So.
Oh no, I bet 100%. But they're gonna treat them differently than they will other people, and that's natural. That's the way it's supposed to be. The same with like Twitch with partnership. I completely understand, because those are the bread and butter. It's not like anybody else. It could be Joe Schmo.
I wonder how many people.
Everybody. Oh, this is for everybody. Just threaten a lawsuit. Your problems might go away if you have the legal paperwork.
Yeah, but at that point, for the couple of dollars you make on YouTube, you're gonna lose it on a lawsuit. That's the problem.
Yeah, they know that too. So
they know that, you don't have millions of views. If you had a billion views on like a Justin Bieber video or something, they're gonna do something because they're gonna get But if somebody's got a couple tens of thousands, that's not even $100 really. That's like what, $30, $40 or something.
Yeah,
depending on the CPM.
Yeah, for the people that don't know, YouTube pay you CPM. That's how much per 1,000 views. Most people get around 3 to 8.
What is it? $10 per 1,000 or something like that, or 10,000?
That's for if your video is like perfect and follows everything to kitty level of YouTube sponsorship, rather. But usually it's 3 to 8. Usually
$3 to $8 per 1,000 views.
Yeah, per 1,000. Some people get less than that if they like completely like a raunchy channel. If they don't get that.
Gotcha.
That's true.
Or they just don't make money off of it no more. But
yeah, from what I hear, gaming's actually fairly low. But if you do things that are more like financial, like if you were to like
do it yourself,
help people with finances is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like banking videos and stuff like that, or credit card videos, they actually have higher. They're up 10 to 15, even 20.
Yeah. Do it yourself videos get a lot. I think they're at 11.12. Do it yourself video. Gaming is probably
depends on the demographic.
Yeah.
Because it's what they can sell to those people.
Lil Ryan made $22 million off opening toys. So
Well, that's gonna change now that
yeah,
the cope is there, so he's not gonna make anything.
yeah.
Or if he does, it's gonna be way cut, and that's the
But
problem.
he good now because he got since then he got signed to Nickelodeon. He got his own TV show on Nickelodeon.
Oh, so he's
And he got a
chilling. So
contract with
he doesn't.
Walmart. Yeah, so he doesn't even do YouTube much no more.
Yeah, what's the point if you're already on Nick?
Yeah, he's on Nickelodeon and he got to deal with Walmart because Walmart found that in his marketing for their toy, if Ryan liked your toy, they bought the toy.
Really?
So
Yeah,
Walmart.
So that's
so
how
that
much
was
influence
good.
he had.
Yeah, they said 8 out of 10 kids that watch the video, like my nephew watch Ryan. It's
There
Ryan,
you
and he'll
go.
buy it and he'll want the toy if Ryan liked the toy. If Ryan
That's-
didn't like the
That's
toy,
cool.
That's smart though, man.
That
I'll
is
give
really
him. I'll give
smart.
him props to that. Cal, question for
Yeah.
you, man. I don't know if this was in the thing too. Like, what are your future plans for YouTube? What do you plan to do? How are you
Mhm.
enjoying growing on YouTube? Is it a struggle but fun and worth it, or like just your overall thoughts? I know Zelma, you too
Right.
want to start going on YouTube too, so I want to hear your thoughts on your plans as well.
Okay, so I think YouTube is really cool. I think it's a lot. The growth pattern is way cooler than Twitch. Twitch
Is
is
it?
very
Yes.
simple and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Like I could literally wake up and I could see 10 new subscribers, and I think that's the coolest thing in the world.
Instead
And
of having to be
it's only
live.
going to get better. Instead of having it live, well,
No, I'm
having it
saying
live
like
is cool.
you like it instead of like being live. Like you wake up, you have like you find excitement in that. Is what I'm asking. Like as far as
Oh,
like,
it's so cool.
gotcha.
Like
Mhm.
I could stream 4 hours and nothing happens, and I wake up and I have 10 new subscribers with comments and people saying awesome things or terrible things, or usually all my comments are pretty good. I
Right,
can't really.
right.
So, so shout out to all you guys throwing out comments. They're nice. So it's really cool to see, and just knowing that any one of those videos could literally blow up, and it changes your whole perspective of everything, and your whole YouTube can change. For example, there's a guy, I'm not going to name his actual name, but he actually recently just blew up. He posted one video and it got over 1 million views, and he's been grinding, don't get me wrong. So his other videos would get like tens of thousands, maybe 8,000, 10,000, maybe 50,000 on one or two. And this one hit over 1 million in like a day and a half, 2 days. And then he posted that same video again, but like, changed it up a little bit, like did like the same theme and just did it again. That one's about to be 1 million, and then he did it again. Ended up going from like 20,000 subscribers to over 115K in 2 days.
Jeez.
And yep, and now he just got signed to LG.
Wow. It's Luminosity game. Wow, that's crazy. So it is different in that sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're in control of your future. In essence, like
Yes.
of course you have to go with the algorithm and kind of
100%.
tailor your content to that, over 10 minutes, stuff like that. But once you get that momentum going and you start getting recommended and recommended, it's gonna pay off a lot more than just streaming
Like
on
a
Twitch. You're gonna
snowball
be
effect
standing
kind of
still.
thing.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's
Yeah.
gonna be exponential growth. And thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Let's go, baby.
No,
But
Cal's
so
been working
YouTube's
hard,
awesome.
AJ. So, I get notifications
awesome.
now where Cal is just posting content. I'm like, okay, let's go with the cool thumbnails and everything. So I see you've been really putting your
yeah.
time in.
Oh yeah, it takes so like people don't understand how long it takes.
Is the
to
editing
make a
take
video.
long?
Oh hell yeah, the editing takes long.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
it's not just editing. First I have to record the video. Then first
Yeah.
no, forget that. First I have to come up with an idea. Then I have to record the video. Then
That's
I have
hard
to edit
already.
the video.
Mhm.
Then I have to make sure all my levels are right, because like the last video I even made was cool, but I had my mic too far away, so it was a lot lower than what I usually is. So I now have to change that. But everything's growing. But
Yeah.
and not just that. Then I have to do my tags, which are super important because your tags can make or break your video.
Yes.
Yeah, Zelma has
I'm
said that a
living
lot
proof
before.
of that
Mhm.
with my one video that hit 21K,
Mhm.
and all my other ones are like a couple hundred,
Yeah.
if that.
Mhm.
And you have to get a great clickbaity title that isn't too far off, and you have to make a thumbnail.
You got to do a lot of things
Uh,
right. It sounds like
Thumbnail
Cal.
is big, by the way. If your thumbnail can get people to click.
Yeah, and they have an actual ratio for that, and
Yeah.
you want it to be a certain ratio. You want it to be over 10, 15%. My other one's 19, so I knew I did something right.
Mhm.
Cal, do you use any platform like vidIQ or TubeBuddy? Because I use those from a lot.
I use I'll tell you
vidIQ
right
help
now.
a lot.
I don't know which one I use, to be completely honest. I use vidIQ. vidIQ is dope.
Yeah, vidIQ helps a lot. And if you
Yeah.
pay that $47 a month, you growing. I can guarantee that. I
I
don't
am
do
not
that
doing
because
that.
I do not have that much money. But in 2014, when I was rolling, Cal.
Oh yeah.
Oh
No, you were
yeah, I
on
did
YouTube
that.
early too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I was
I
there.
definitely wouldn't do that. I'd rather it be in the
Yeah,
algorithm's hands of YouTube because that's what's really going to blow you up.
yeah.
The main thing I think is scalability, and if you pay for a service like that, I don't think it's really going to scale you as much as if you actually do it the right way with
But that's for
YouTube,
if
and
you
it'll
first learning though.
blast off.
Once you learn it from the system,
Hmm.
it kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Cause
luckily
once
have
you do it a
somebody.
few times, you learn it. You like, oh, this is
Mhm.
what, and then you can figure it out more on your own.
Right. Yeah. Even now, I'm still figuring it out. Like my titles are a little iffy. So what I have
Mm-hmm.
is I have luckily I have somebody that's helping me do a lot of this stuff as far
Nice.
as uh the guy that I was talking about with the 63K on there, and he's kind of showing me how to do certain things and what works, what doesn't work. So that's been helping me a little
That's
bit here
dope.
and there, and yeah, it just keeps you motivated to keep going. I think a big part of it is having somebody that's trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do, and you kind of like build each other up. I think
100%.
that's
100%.
key to stay motivated and not get burnt out.
Yeah.
I think that's very, very
It could
important.
be a lonely place, right? You're editing, you're working on videos, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I don't even play games that much anymore. Like
Gotcha.
literally, I'm either making videos or I'm making videos. And like making videos is not playing games all the day. I'll play
Right.
like 2 games just so I can cram in like 4 6 hour editing
No.
session just to get it good. And then I'll finish the editing session and then I'll watch it over. I'll be like, damn, this thing sucks. And then I'm back to the drawing board again. You know how many times I've
Yeah.
done that? Like I had a little rut like the last like week or so
Hmm.
that I wasn't posting anything. I didn't post. I posted every other day or if not more. Like one day I posted 3 videos. The next day I posted. I was going hard on it. And then the next 5 days I was just like I was just burned out. I was like I don't really know what I want to do right now.
Hmm.
I didn't have any ideas. Like I did, but like I wasn't sure how I wanted to implement them. And like there's a lot of logistics into it too that a lot
Yeah.
of people don't understand.
This is very educational
That
today. I'm learning a lot.
that's the hardest thing
Yeah.
though. Once you get into it, you in that rhythm. Well,
Oh
once that
yeah.
like rhythm gets stopped a little bit, your ideas
Yup.
kind of get a little harder.
Yup.
You don't like the stuff you were doing. Like I can do that
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
That's
Like I
been my
really.
problem with my YouTube videos too.
Mhm.
I want to do this idea. I do it. I didn't do it right perfect enough.
Mhm.
And then then you go editing all day, and then you get tired from editing. Then the next idea is when it gets real rough because you're like, I can't think of nothing now because that rhythm is off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's true, and it helps like with Fortnite and stuff. Like, there's a lot of content there. That's
yeah,
what's really good about Fortnite. Call of Duty, there's good content as well, but Fortnite's always gonna have more, and it's gonna be ever changing, and there's different guns that are gonna be coming out, different ideas, different things coming out. Like for example, Cypher posted a video today, I believe. Yeah, it had to be today, and he did a thing of like best way to use the lightsabers. I
Hmm.
haven't even touched the lightsabers. I played the event and then I got off because it kicked me off 1,000 times anyway. So it really helps to go and update your audience with the new content that's happening, and that's what's going to help, and that's what's going to give you clicks. If you're the first, I did a test real quick when the Jumpman event came out for it was Jumpman LTM when Jordan did a collaboration with Fortnite. They had I was the first video to come out, and I had I don't know like 100 subs or so, and I posted this video. By the way, the worst video I probably ever made. But I did
Yeah.
it before anybody else. I was up at 5 a.m. I updated my game before anybody else. I got in, I played one game, I recorded it, and I edited it up, chopped it up in 15 minutes, which is unreal. Terrible video, by the way. Terrible audio quality. I actually didn't even have my right microphone. I
Hmm.
had my webcam microphone going off, which forget it. That's why logistics, you gotta always
Yeah.
know. And that video in like an hour or two ended up getting like 1.8K views, which is like for me at the time was huge.
Yeah.
And I got a bunch of dislikes, whatever. I actually deleted the video or archived it or whatever because it looked like it was terrible. Like I don't want
Uh-huh.
anybody looking at it. But I
Yeah.
did it just to see if some dude with essentially a nobody can just put a video out before everybody else and get views and clicks, and I did.
And you
So
realize it's possible.
it's 100% positive,
Yeah.
possible. So it's a great platform to grow on. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to be smart and you have to be original and do something cool. You could be like everybody else that like there's so many ways. If I really wanted to do something on like let's say Call of Duty or so, I could literally take somebody else's video, take the premise of it, copy paste it, and then add something to it and then throw it on, use the same title, use the same tags and do it like that. And people do that and you can grow that way.
Hmm.
It's a thing to do. I'm just trying my best not to do that.
You don't want to go down that road if you can help it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cal, do you remember early LA video? when he's like Spider-Man's in Fortnite, and Spider-Man is not in Fortnite.
Oh my
Who
god.
did
He
that?
used to Ollie A. He used to clickbait
Oh,
Wolverine versus Spider-Man in Fortnite. I'm like, bro,
what the
there
heck?
and you wonder how he got to a mill.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I appreciate that, Ruckus, but yeah, it's crazy. It really is. Like, there's so many people now, especially on YouTube. They're abusing YouTube like no other. So what they I saw one guy, he had like 700,000 subscribers on YouTube, and all he did to get them was he had 3 streams running simultaneously of like him trying to beat a game on loop. So it wasn't
Uh-huh.
even him. It was him literally. I don't even know if it was like a real thing. I think it was just like a replay, like it just
Uh-huh.
kept going like a loop. And he
Yeah.
had 3 streams running at once, so it obviously wasn't him. And
Uh-huh.
he just had it running. Like he had this one stream running for over like 4 months,
What the heck?
like straight, 4 months straight.
Yeah.
So you know for sure it's not him. And this guy had 700,000 subscribers, and that's how he was growing on YouTube.
Holy crap.
So you can do it the
People are crafty,
like,
man.
sketchy way.
Yeah.
But in the end, what is that really doing for you? Because you're
That's
not
a great
developing
question.
an audience.
Yep.
Nobody's knowing you.
Yep.
You have no content essentially. Like that, you have the numbers, but what are you gonna do?
Mhm.
You release a video, it might have like 50,000 views, but eventually people are just gonna axe you. They're gonna
It'll
get rid of you
die.
and rid of you.
It'll die off
Yeah.
significantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky to get 50,000 views. You'll probably get like 5,000-10,000.
Yeah.
If that.
Right.
That's
I
the
think
that's
that's
the
the thing in a lot of stuff. You want that quick shit.
Yeah,
That
you
instant
gotta build it
gratification.
right. You gotta build it right. If you build it right, you build your foundation, you're good. Like even when I started on Twitch, like I didn't really have a foundation at all. Like
Mhm.
me and Miller, we got the host from DK, and like when I started, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. When I first
Facts.
got after that host of the next 3 days, I ended up like averaging like 50 viewers with the absolute worst stream quality ever. So I went from like 2,500 followers to like 1,700 in like a matter of a couple of days because my stream quality was ass. So
Mhm.
I obviously changed that, but it took me so long to change it so that it was kind
Yeah, I
of too
think you
late.
posted a video about that too. I don't know if it was like on Twitter or something like that, where you posted like before and after. I don't know. I think you did that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I'd have to find it, but
Something along those lines where you showed
bad.
like your old stream. You're like, look how far we've come, boys, or something along those lines. Yeah.
It's
Miller,
so
what about
bad.
your story from after your DK host?
What's up?
That's your story from your DK host.
Well, that was, man.
A lot of people on YouTube might not know it.
I streamed for like 18 hours because I didn't know much about Twitch either, but all I knew was I'm being hosted, so I'm gonna stay on this whole host until he gets back on, so I get as many views as I can. And my legs were sore. I wanted to stand up. It was crazy. So
that's so
but
smart. I did the same thing.
Did you? Like it's a smart, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do 18 hours. I wasn't planning on streaming. I wasn't even streaming at the time when he hosted me. I literally ended up in a game with him. I had no idea who he was.
You didn't know who he was before that? Wow.
I had no idea.
Wow.
I ended up solo queuing. No, random squad doing.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Random squad fills?
Random squad fills, thank you. It was my second random squad fill ever. So my first random squad fill ever, I ended up with this dude named Andrew0144. And we buddied up. And the whole reason why I wanted to buddy up, because it was the end of the season, and I wanted to get some certain thing for the what was the guy? It doesn't matter. It was a skin. And I wanted to get like the stage 4. I ended up never doing it because I was off by like 3k XP. But that's besides the point. I don't really care. It's a good story to tell. So I ended up partying with this guy because when you party with people, you get an extra bonus for having the battle pass. But and then the second ever squad fill I ever do, we ended up with DK, and I was just like, what the hell? And then I ended up watching his VOD afterwards.
Yeah.
He was at 9 hours and like whatever minutes, like, and he ends at like 10 hours all the time, at least at that point. And he was in France at the time.
Yeah.
So he literally plays on EU. He switched the game of getting with me from EU to NA. And it was just a 1 in a billion.
It was
chance.
meant to happen, bro.
It was meant to happen. But I mean, it didn't really, like, in reality, like, even though that it made like a mini foundation, we met like some awesome people. Like, I'm not even going to mention all the names. You guys know who it is. But I've even met some of them in person. It's crazy. Shout out Gary.
Amazing. Gary is the coolest, man.
It's just like that would have never happened. So it's really cool. And I'm really thankful for that. But in reality, like, you can get hosted by one of these, huge dudes, and it's not going to help you. Like, it might give you a mini boost.
I don't want to say names. I don't want to say
for
names. There's plenty that I've seen that will drop down, which is it's sad, but it happens where if they drop down to like 1 views or 2 views, because I think a lot of people think that gameplay is gonna save you, and a lot of times it doesn't. You know, if you can't like grow, you know what I mean? Or there's a multitude of reasons why it doesn't work out. You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
One mistake I would even say I made from the beginning was I thought just streaming as much as I can was gonna grow my stream. I'm sure you've been there too, like where you're like, okay, maybe if I stream 15 hours today, things will, and you know, you'll get a few views, but you're not really. It's almost like you're working like $1 an hour or $2 an hour, if that makes any sense. When there's other ways you can make more money, you know what I mean? Like there's other ways to grow your cap, or you know.
It makes it makes a lot of sense. I think the whole thing, even with Twitch and YouTube and all that, if you're doing it like solely for the money, like don't get me wrong, like I quit my job to try and do this, so like obviously I'm partial for the money. I think everybody is at that point.
Yeah, you'd be lying if you didn't want to, right?
Yeah, 100%. Of course you want it. It's scalability, but and you're getting into it early, and it's gonna be the next TV, and it's gonna be phenomenal. But as far as that goes, like the whole point of Twitch is you got to build a community. So if you're community based, you're gonna be a hell of a lot. You're gonna be a leg ahead of everybody else. Where a lot of people are just gonna try to milk the cash cow, and realize that there ain't milk anywhere soon. So you're gonna be having to do this for a couple of years before you see a couple drops.
I don't know if you guys seen like Mark Cuban talk about streaming. Have you guys seen that?
I have.
Well, here's the thing with Mark Cuban. I did not see that, but I don't think he's very educated when it comes to the internet sector. He did sell, his wonderful broadcast.com for billions of dollars, but
I
mean, he finessed Yahoo or whoever it was that bought it. Like,
I think he was accurate though in saying that streaming is a waste of time in a sense. Don't get me wrong, like if you're streaming because you want to have fun and build a community and you don't really care about the money in a sense, or like that's not your only goal, then stream all you want. But if you're streaming for the specific goal to make money or make it big, and you're streaming 10 to 15 hours a day, it kind of is a waste of time. He's accurate in that sense.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's for YouTube too, and anything because I'm telling you right now, when I was having fun doing it, it's way easier than when I'm like, yo, I need to make some bread off this.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And even not just that, I think also with the 10 15 hours whatever on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, even if you do it on Twitch, there's no discoverability. We go back to that, so you gotta go on, this is essentially, if you want to do this is a social media career. It's these, a lot of these guys, especially on Twitch and all that, you're getting a lot of essentially outcasts. You're getting nerds, you're getting people that don't go outside, you're getting that type of thing, and you're trying to get into a career that's social. So you're literally going from like one bound to the other side, and that's what a lot of people can't handle. And you have to be able to use and learn Twitter and TikTok and YouTube.
Have you been using TikTok?
I haven't, to be completely honest. I tried it. It's cool. Like there's so much potential. It's not even funny, but I don't know what to do. Like I feel like TikTok is a lot easier.
The way you said it.
Like if you're young,
I don't know what to do. I think it's a lot of cringe-worthy stuff, and like, to be honest, my ego's too big to be doing all this cringy shit.
Gotcha.
That's what I notice a lot of people say when I tell them to make one.
Yeah,
that's also my bro.
Like fuck.
By the way, the first thing I told Miller Cal was, my guy, keep grinding. This before I even know I was gonna stay in the stream.
You did tell me that.
This before I even knew I was gonna stay in the stream, because normally I go in the host.
I remember
like
that vividly. Yeah.
I said I like you, but I'm gonna tell you a fact. Most of these people here will leave, and they won't. They might drop by every once in a while, but most of them will not come back.
These are facts. It's been a journey, man. It's been it's definitely been a journey. I've been enjoying it. I think listening to a lot of things that Cal has said today is definitely like reaffirming, like, kind of thoughts that I've had, but like Cal, like really, like, well, he like verbalized, like, if you're trying to grow a stream, if you're trying to, grow a following, do this for a living, certain methods that work, that don't work. I think me and Cal have a very similar story where we both can relate to how our streams went, how we would get sometimes 30, 40 viewers. Sometimes we would drop down to 5. Sometimes we would go up to 15. And sometimes we can't make sense of it. Sometimes we can. We're now, like, I think to be positive, in a positive sense, we're learning the hard way, but the best way, because I feel like we're gonna have an edge on a lot of people as far as like doing things from here on out correctly instead of being a kid that just gets on and plays a game. It's nobody's gonna just want you to
Yes.
sit there and play, like watch you play a game, unless you're providing other things too. And sometimes you
Right.
got to realize what you're good at. Cal is a great, holding a conversation. You talk to Cal about sports, cars, anything. Cal's gonna have a great conversation with you about that. He's also funny on Twitter. He interacts on Twitter. So like you're doing all the right things, I would say, Cal, and I would say like that's really inspiring to see. Like I really hope that you keep doing what you're doing, and I think in the long run, this is all speculation, but it's gonna play out. I would say,
I hope so.
yeah. I mean, if it doesn't,
Time will
it doesn't.
tell.
But I think it will. I think you have the right mindset. I would say you're not just doing things to do it. You're thinking about what you're doing, and that
I'm trying to the best I can.
That goes a long way with Some people are just doing it without knowing where it's gonna take them.
That's true. I appreciate it. But
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
especially any tips for a beginning streamer? I think build a different media first. Build it on
Yes.
Twitter or YouTube or something, or Instagram. Instagram's easy to grow if you want to just do it like that. I don't know how it's going to transition to the funnel, but go somewhere else. Don't
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
Like it sounds
Don't
counterintuitive,
stream.
but I'm serious. Like if you want to
How
grow
do
a
I grow my
stream,
stream? Don't stream.
don't stream. It sounds stupid. It sounds counterintuitive, but if you want to grow your stream, don't stream. Go and do something else and funnel people into your stream, and then it's supply and demand. If you're always there and there's always supply, guess what? Your demand is super low, so people aren't going to watch you. If you're only live for 2-3 hours of a day, 2 days, 3 days a week, you bet your ass those people that want to see your content are going to be there.
Yeah.
If you're always there, then it's going to be like this. It's not going to be always like
1000%.
on its way up. And then you have to make a set schedule, which I have a pretty good problem with that. So I haven't had a set schedule in a long time. Last time I had it was when we did customs. I was very with it with customs, and especially in the summer.
Yeah.
The one mistake I really did was I started doing customs early or late. If I started them in the beginning of the summer and I did that the way that, and if the numbers were the way that they were and they were going to continue to do what they were going to do, I'd be partnered by now, which, wouldn't really have done too much, but it would have been at
It
least
would have been nice
show
to be,
a nice like badge of honor of all the shit that I did and all the nonsense I put up with these little kids,
Right.
But at the end of the day, I went from, averaging 50-60 viewers a stream, up to, 80 to my max at one point was 195. Not average, but max viewers.
Yeah.
When I was doing that, now to averaging about like 8 to 10, peaking at around 20. Like that's, very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
And having your chat flooded compared to it being a lot slower, it gets to you even like you think, oh shit, I'm doing something wrong. When in reality, I'm really not doing anything different besides, not hosting customs anymore because those were dying anyway.
Question for you too, and you Zell right after. Do you feel like with more whiskey?
I don't know what this is, to be honest. Oh, it's flavored vodka. I hate vodka. I should try it though.
Do you ever see yourself doing customs again, or do you feel like that's something that you were doing like for the views, but like you don't really enjoy it or see exponential growth with that?
Oh, so with customers are dead right now, and especially with the bots.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no way around it.
That killed it.
Gotcha.
That it was already dying, especially because the summer was over.
Mm-hmm.
And they introduced bots. They just destroyed it. For those people that are out there, shout out them. They know who they are. They're probably not. Who knows? They might. But the people that were averaging above like $120, $150, they dropped to about 50. And there's only like 2 streamers that I can think of that are still averaging over like 90 or so per like custom lobby.
Is it bad?
And those lobbies now aren't even full. They used to be full every single stream.
Is it okay to name names? I'm not criticizing the guy. I don't know the guy personally. I don't think any of us do. But I think he has like 1 million something followers. And he was averaging more. And he's averaging like 40 to 50 viewers, which is just crazy to me. Because he was in the 400s, 500s, 600s. And he's only a Fortnite guy. So it's just crazy to see that's happening. Like we will see it in smaller margins from 195, 100 to down to 50 to 20 to 10. But it's hurting a lot of people, like as far as like if they've relied on that. So I think, so what I mean to say, it's good for you because you kind of like segued away from it in a way. But
100%.
but you're growing which is great for you. You know what I mean? Which I think
Mhm.
maybe you got out at the right time in a sense, and you might want to get
Oh
back
yeah,
in one day. I don't know.
maybe. I mean, I think customs are really cool. I think that whole aspect of playing with your community is awesome, and
Yeah.
like not having to worry about TOS with people saying like random, you know. So
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. And if I had hundreds of viewers, I'd be doing customs all the time. Like not only though, like not solely, but I'll be doing them, on Fridays or on Saturdays when people are off, so we can do something fun.
Yeah.
Like I think that's really really cool.
Gotcha.
But like I like the interactive aspect. But if I only have 10 people or 5 people, even like 20 people wanting to play customs now, and they're actually playing and everything's ready, we have bots. And even 20 people,
That
20 people's not enough.
sucks,
You
right?
need at
Yeah.
least 60, 70 people to really run those games. And I'm not talking viewers, I mean players. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
figure, you need
Yeah.
at least average like $1 to 200 to really
Yeah.
host fun customs and
Gotcha.
make them competitive and enjoyable
No,
for everybody.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
I
to answer
think.
your other question real quick,
Okay.
you mentioned the when I did customs, if I enjoyed it or not.
Mhm.
I did. I really did enjoy the customs. I
Good.
think they were a lot of
Okay.
fun. At times, they definitely sucked when you just had trolls doing stupid stuff. But at the time, like I was gaining, almost 200-300 followers a stream, if not more.
That's
So
amazing.
I didn't really care. Like I was just
Yeah.
like, all right, you're chilling.
And you're
Like
chilling.
this
You're not
game is
doing
growing.
much harder work. You're hosting them. You're
I was
playing the
just
game.
chilling. I'll die. I'll spectate. I'll make fun of the dude. I'll roast him. I'll
Yeah.
do. I was just having a good old time. I didn't really care. But at the end, once your numbers start going down, you get less. Not even the numbers so much. It's the active players, and you go from full lobbies to 10 or 20. It's like, ugh. That's when it was really rough.
Gotcha. That's really interesting to hear about because we never got to talk about that. So it's good to know. Zelma, question for you: what are your plans on YouTube as well too? We haven't really even talked much about.
I'm going to. My whole goal is to make things that I'm gonna have fun with, and I'm a writer and a director, kind of like guy, and I love doing that. As you know, I wrote 2 books, so me coming up with ideas and doing ideas and putting them into practice. My problem has been mostly getting people to do it with me because most people flake, especially when they ain't got the same mindset. Like, hey, we can do this and blah blah blah. So my thing is, I'm trying to find out how I can do things solo and then work it into other people. Because when people see you doing things, you'll attract people that want to do things. So that's the one thing you want to do. Because once people see you doing things, you're gonna attract people that don't want to do things. Like, oh, I can do that with you. Like, no. But then you'll see who wants to do things. So I'm gonna try making up content. I'm gonna also talk about my decade review on January 1st, which will be very. My decade been. I wanted to be inspirational, so it's gonna be stuff like that. So it's gonna be most of that. Gonna try to grow the YouTube. Try to do my marketing thing again. Trying to get back into that because I've been off for a year.
Cool.
A little over a year actually. Probably been November, but way before. It was about 3 months before I met you, Miller. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that's when Dad got called with lung cancer. Yeah, so it's been November.
Yeah, sorry to hear that too.
Yeah,
Likewise.
yes.
You had a rough year, like 2019, right?
So yeah, my whole decade been kind of interesting. But I'll tell y'all all that January 1st is gonna be a very interesting video.
You gotta bring these alphas up.
Yeah. So that when people ask why I'm positive and why I say Wazam Alpha, and Wazam is actually from New Orleans. They say Wazam. One person finally knew that. One person finally knew that. Like, you from NOLA? I'm like, nah, I'm from Mississippi, but I live like 2 hours away, so
right.
I know everybody from New Orleans.
How close is Mississippi to Louisiana?
It's neighbors.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, my auntie literally live across the bridge from Slidell.
That's dope.
So, she in Picayune, Mississippi.
Okay, I never heard of any of those places, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's like right next door. So I'm 2 hours away from Baton Rouge and 3 hours from New Orleans.
Oh, wait, how far from Baton Rouge?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. That gives me a perspective. Yeah. As far as real quick, just a segment tangent. Raising Cane's, yay or nay?
I love Raising Cane.
Better than Chick-fil-A or worse?
It's kind of hard because I want to say it, but they gypped me, and I feel like I'll be stolen from.
Who did?
So I gotta go with Chick-fil-A.
They gypped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro, the chicken is amazing. The sauce is amazing, but they're that small, and you pay $12 for it, and you be like, I'm upset because I'm still hungry.
Got you.
And when I eat, I also put how full I am on it. as a requirement.
No, I would too. It's like going to a
Yeah,
luxury steakhouse or something. You pay $80 for a steak, and it's the size of
yeah. If I'm
You,
still hungry after I eat it, that means I have to buy another one, and
that's true.
and now I'm not enjoying it as much.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So we've been here for about an hour 25 minutes. I'm Cal. Thank you for being here. Zell, you too as well. Always coming up with ideas. But maybe we could finish up with Zachy Chan had an interesting question. He said, "What was your biggest fear about streaming and starting out?" Maybe I guess we could all kind of answer that in a sense, and then I don't know. Then if you guys want to talk about anything else, or we could just finish with that question. Because I know we've been here for a while. Cal, thank you for staying this long. I'm sure you got plans.
Really, you should answer this
Thanks
too,
for
because
having me.
Yeah, for sure.
That's for you and Cal mostly for them.
You go ahead. You could start off, Miller, if you like.
I started streaming for fun because a friend wanted me to. The whole like getting hosted and stuff like that, and then like actually like visualizing or saying, you know what, maybe I want to do this for a living one day. Came out after like a few months, like after a good while, because that wasn't my intentions at first. So as far as starting out, I didn't have any fears. I think I would say it depends what your intentions are. If you're trying to make money from it, or like if you want to go full time, I would say maybe just try out to stream for a week or two to your friends and stuff like that. See how you like it. Just actually try to have fun. Don't think about money, followers, or whatever, and then see if you find yourself enjoying what you're doing. But as far as fears, it could be, to be like super transparent, it could be scary when you have a goal, but then you see your numbers go up, see your numbers go down. You're wondering whether people like the content you're doing. You're wondering what you're gonna do next. What you should I play this game? Should I play that game? Should I be on this social network at this time? It could be scary in a sense that there's no guide or handbook on what you should do. If you want to play a sport like basketball, Zelma, your camera's frozen, by the way. If you want to play a sport like baseball, basketball, you kind of learn, work on your jumper, work on this. There's certain guidelines, if you're building something like a car, there's certain guidelines you do. With streaming, you never really know where it's going in a sense, so it's interesting in that sense, as far as like that could get scary if that's what you want to do like full time. So I would just say have fun with it. Don't let it kind of get scary. I think Cal, I would say I'm sure he has fears, or like not even fears, like certain doubts. Some days you feel low, some days you feel high, but that's in anything that you try to do.
100%.
If you're working out, any goal, there's gonna be days you feel like, you know what, I could do this. There's gonna be another day where you're like, yo, this is kind of rough. So it's like anything. It's like anything else, I would say.
That's true. I mean, I every industry I've always worked in was always either tip or commission based. So like I'm kind of used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a bartender before. I did I did like mixed like host slash waiter slash bartender slash anything they needed.
Mm-hmm.
Sold cars. That's all commission. So
yeah, I remember you did say that before. So you're kind of used to that feeling, right?
I'm used to it. So at that point, like I didn't really mind that perspective because I see the scalability of it, and like that's something that the internet is just amazing for. Whereas if you have a job or you're doing something,
back. What's that? Can y'all hear me?
Welcome.
Yep.
I gotta get the camera back on.
Because the scalability is a problem. That's the whole thing with like a LAN per se, a local perspective.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Whereas the potential here is infinite. You just have to work for it, and they say it's hard, and it is.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, I've been doing this for like a year and a half now, and I still haven't figured it out. So if you think you're gonna be getting money right away, believe me, you ain't getting shit.
I would say not rely on it. That's another thing, Cal.
Oh yeah, you'll get. Oh wait, hold on, I'm echoing.
Yeah, me too. I gotta. I think it's.
You just gotta go to myself in here.
Yeah.
You can mute it too. You can go to the top right, Cal. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got it. But you don't expect to make anything, in at least 6 months to a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not, I was lucky. I made stuff right away, but that's because I had a host. And I didn't even like plan on streaming or anything. I used to stream years back. I did like 4 or 5 years. Now it's at least 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I used to stream Counter-Strike to my boys because they wanted to watch and they never saw it before.
Bro,
they wanted to see my perspective on my competitive because I was like. At the time, I was probably like a Supreme, which is like one below like the highest rank you can be.
Yeah.
And back then, it was like really competitive. Nowadays, it's kind of anybody can kind of do it, or there's just a bunch of hackers. It's stupid. But back then, that was pretty cool. And
gotcha.
I used to play with a bunch of people that. And there's actually like one guy that I used to play with blew up at the time, and then now he kind of like fell off. And one guy who's actually super active on Twitch, who I'm not going to name, that some people probably know. I used to play with him. I played with him for like a month straight, and we were trying to climb the ranks. This is back when I was like DMG or so, and right now he's doing extremely well on Twitch.
Interesting.
Thousands of viewers per thing, and
Wow.
I doubt he even remembers me. So I'm not even gonna try to hit him up because then he's gonna think I'm a
Hit him
cloud
with
chaser,
that
whatever.
whisper,
But
dog. No, I'm just
right, no.
I'm just messing.
His whispers are probably turned off. I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't tried, but he's just a chill ass dude. He actually used to be under a different name,
Uh-huh.
which a lot of people probably don't know. And he just actually recently changed his emotes to display his new name instead of his old name, because his old name was kind of sketch. Like, it wasn't brandable. His old name was not brandable at all. And he switched to a very, like, not generic, but like a very brandable name. And he was really dope. I enjoyed playing with him. And I had no idea he was really that big until like he had it like in his Steam profile. And when I try to invite him, it goes to your Steam profile once in a while. And I clicked on it. I was like, wow, this guy's like 100, 200,000 YouTube subscribers back then. And now I find him and he's streaming, and I'm like, wow, it's crazy. He's got millions of followers. Like,
Gotcha.
it's really cool to see where somebody goes. And this was years ago, so
Yeah.
he didn't stop. He just kept going.
And you could be
That's
the
really
next
cool.
one. Anybody could technically blow up if
Mhm.
you're in the right place at the right time, like any other field of like work.
Exactly.
So
like he was doing very well to begin with, and then he actually got really lucky. He unboxed, as far as I know, he unboxed a knife that was worth like $5,000, and he posted that video onto YouTube, and it blew up, and everything else just went to and changed. And then he deleted everybody off his friends list except for professionals. So I mean, I respect it. It is what it is, but
Right.
that's
Yeah.
how. Yeah. But it was cool, and I don't it is what it is.
Gotcha.
But
No, that's interesting.
but
Yeah.
definitely a portion of his luck for sure. But it's really the smarter you work and the more you do, the luckier you get.
But yeah, on that note about doing anything in life, you have to be dedicated. And by dedicated, I don't just mean do it a lot.
That's facts.
You have to
That's
learn,
facts.
and anything you do, you have to learn. My dad's a carpenter. He will learn any trick to do it better or
Mhm.
fix any mistake that's already there. Or you don't have to spend as much money. Or for instance, somebody pipe messed up. If I felt like it's built wrong, and instead of spending money, I could just do like a 3/4 pipe and switch it around and flip it, rather than
Mhm.
do all that work. I spend less money and make the same amount of money.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's the same thing with Twitch, YouTube, anything.
Mhm.
Like I told Mill, I told a lot of people this. First thing you need to do is make sure you're happy doing it, because people
Mhm.
can specifically, like Cal said earlier, people can tell, and this is your community, so they can tell when you're upset, and people don't want to be around people that don't want to do what they're doing.
Right.
Because it's a social media platform. It's basically that. Second thing is learn how to do
Mhm.
trick from other platforms to bring it into Twitch, as Cal said earlier. And like it's just learning how to do things easier and not harder.
Right.
Yeah, like if you computer program, you don't want to do it the long 3 hour way every time. You want to figure out.
Shortcuts.
Yeah. Same
Yeah,
thing in
that's
math.
key.
If you're in school right now, AJ, you're in school. You want to find a shortcut so you don't have to write the whole problem out, even though they used to try to make
Mhm.
you write the whole problem out. You remember that, Cal?
Oh, dude, that was so silly.
I'm
The
like,
school.
bro,
Well,
I can
we're
skip 3 parts of it, but
yeah, we're not gonna get into school, but school is very silly the way they structure it in most cases.
Right.
But I see Anthony's got a question, or was it Anthony? I think it was. Yeah, it was Anthony. He had a question about quote from my dad. I'll get you the parts and a PC if you can guarantee that you'll make money off streaming. There is zero guarantee.
he hitching his bets too. Your dad knows it's hard.
Zero.
Yeah.
And if you do, you will not be able to pay that computer back.
In a while.
Probably over a year,
Yeah.
especially if you're just starting out. I can almost guarantee like 99% chance that you're not going to get paid even one check probably in 6 months,
Yeah.
unless you get a lot of help or you get like a random luck case. But you got to think about it. You even for Twitch, you got to make over 100 a month just to even get a check. So your odds are you're not going to be making anything for at least 6 to a year.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to stream or do anything like that, you want to do it because You want to build a community, and then everything
Yeah.
else will come.
Yeah, that's very well said. 100%.
By the way, I'm gonna tell y'all the story of Miller's story because I like saying this story because I was there. Basically, Miller know this part. Miller told us this part. He was supposed to go to work, but he was sick.
Facts.
But he decided to stream. So that coincidence, Cal.
Yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
was sick, so he decided to stream. Now let's go to the Myth DK Symphony. They were waiting. They were just sitting in the lobby, and they were waiting on Chap. But Chap like, I'm taking a bath because they were arguing. That was when Smelfing it was happening, and they were like, "Why would you take a bath of a shower?" I don't know
Oh
if you have
yeah.
to. You do. So they were like, Chap like, I'm taking a bath, and DK like, I don't want to sit here and wait. So Myth like, let's do a field. DK was like, I don't want to do a field because I'm gonna get a TTV and I don't feel like doing it. But Myth like, come on, and Symphony like, come on. Guess who the one field was while Chap was taking a bath?
Yeah, that was crazy.
So
That's crazy.
him not going to work. This how much hard it is. Him not going to work on a sick day and Chap taking a bath too long led to that occasion happen.
Yeah. Oh, that was one of the best days of my life, honestly. Probably the best day of my life so far. That was huge for me, man.
Crazy. You love to see it. It's those situations, but
Facts.
more than likely, it's not going to happen to
Yeah.
More than likely, it's not going to happen to a viewer or whatnot.
Facts.
Like even with me, like I wasn't even streaming. I just ended up in his game, and he literally said, "Start up your stream," and I said, "Okay." I've never really even like streamed like Fortnite before, so I had no idea if my settings were good or anything, which they weren't. Like I was getting 30 FPS, whatever. My content was awful, like literally awful, and I just did it to because he told me to, and I ended up streaming for like 8 hours or something, or 6 hours, whatever it was. I ended up averaging like, I don't know, but it was a lot of views. And after those, I think it was 6 hours. After like 4 or 5 hours, I still had over 1,000 viewers in stream. 5 hours later.
That's crazy.
And then once after 5 hours, it started. It went down to like 100 or something. But for 5 hours, I was holding over 1,000 viewers.
That's crazy.
Pretty damn cool.
No, that might be
Which actually speaks to both of y'all personality, because I promise you, I've seen Myth and DK host a lot of people, and that thing shoots down so fast.
Oh yeah,
that thing goes down. And I'm talking about pro players, ones that are actually good at the game.
Oh yeah, no, my shit was terrible. I think especially when it comes down to like, maybe not Symphony, because Symphony is more of like, I guess, a pro, whereas Dakota's is more of a content creator, I suppose, and a personality. Is definitely a personality. No matter who I think DK hosts, I think they would prefer a personality over a professional, because they don't watch him for his professional gameplay.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's just kind of it is. Symphony, it kind of can be both ways. I think Symphony has it better in one regard, where he has the gameplay and he also the personality.
He could provide both.
Right.
And his stream's growing really significantly too.
Well, there's a lot of things with that, which are really cool. Because Broke Tifu, like there's a lot of things. There's a lot of really cool people that are getting spotlight, which is really, really dope. And you got to be different. Like a lot of people, myself included, like I'm not very different from a lot of other streamers. Like there's there's so many streamers with gameplay and personality. That's fantastic. You can have both of those, but nowadays you have to have something else besides that. You have to either be trolling kids, you have to be doing IRL streams, you have to be doing like just different stuff, like completely different stuff. Like I don't really want to name names or anything, but there's a guy. Oh, fuck it, I will. His name is Heel Mike. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of him, maybe not.
Yeah.
This dude has the most entertaining stream on Twitch right now, and it has nothing to do with gaming. He'll once in a while play games, but it's more like Hinder streams and IRL stuff and doing shots and like just being being himself, just being completely himself, or being a little bit above. And I think that's what's going to separate a lot of people. You have to do something different.
That's a good point.
And just chatting is going to take over Twitch.
That's what it seems like.
It already has.
Yeah.
Miller has grown a lot of followers, like Burnt Toe. He come in even if you playing Fortnite. Who else was it? You gained a few of them.
That was through.
He was doing. He drive trucks and
I've been streaming driving a truck. Yeah, I've been trying to.
He's been gaining a few followers too. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just chatting is very important. But I can see the problem, like when you're a smaller streamer, because you don't have viewers really. So, and this happens to me too. So I can have times where, after 2-3 hours of my stream, it kind of dies down. And at that point, usually when that happens, like if I were to do like a just chatting toward the end, like there's not much there. So like at that point, I just kind of get off, or I host one of you guys or slitty or something like that,
Right.
and that's just the way she goes. But you know, yeah, you
Kid
gotta
Boga has
be
the
consistent.
Kid Boga has probably the most. That man is scamming scammers. That's a different Twitch stream talk.
No, he's smart, man, and he grew exponentially too.
Yeah.
Like he
You gotta do
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
whole.
that
That's
is
the key.
totally different. I've never seen nobody scam scammers on Twitch. That's very.
Oh, I know
I
who that.
enjoy
I know who
watching
that
this.
is.
Yeah.
And you know how I found out about him? YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
That I'm telling you, YouTube is where to get discovered. If you get big on YouTube, you are gonna have such a tight knit community that when you can go to Mixer, you can go to Twitch, you can go wherever. It doesn't matter. You post a video about it saying what's going on, you got a stable audience, they'll go there.
Gotcha.
Doesn't matter, and that's what's really cool. Whereas Twitch, how let's say you do your Twitch, right, and you do all that good stuff, and so let's say you get banned. Let's say me and Miller get banned tomorrow for something. Who knows what? Then what? What are you gonna do? That's it.
Exactly,
You're
we're screwed, right? Yeah.
You have to have something else. You have to have other social medias. That's why it's a social media, career essentially.
It is.
You have to have others. You have to. You have to have YouTube or Twitter or something.
No, I
Everything.
agree.
Have everything. And build them all.
That's a great way to put it.
I've been trying to get Miller on TikTok. He did one video.
Yeah, my freaking job. I can't really do much besides work and then stream when I can. Well, we'll figure it out.
That's where it's tough,
Yeah.
But he'll get more. I think you'll get more time soon. One.
Yeah, once the holidays slow down a little bit.
Bro.
Mm-hmm. I think it's really cool. But I think a lot of it is having to stay focused on one thing.
By the way, we're not telling you not to follow your dream. We're just telling you that if you're gonna do it, you better be ready, because it takes time. It takes grind.
Facts.
And you better learn every trick in the book, because if you don't do all three,
Facts.
you're gonna have a problem.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Like I said before, if you just expect to play a game and just start up your stream and have a webcam and expect people to show up, it's not gonna happen. I've been there, and it's just not gonna happen.
Been there, done that.
Yep, not
Tifu, biggest person on Twitch, right, Cal? He said for 3 years he had one viewer, and that was himself.
That was himself.
That was when he was probably
Shroud
streaming
too?
like Destiny and stuff. Shroud.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've been watching Shroud forever, so I don't know. Not to be like a bandwagoner or whatever, but I used to watch him. He used to be like my CS:GO idol, because that's what I played. I used to play the game that he mained on, and he was a professional. So he was always him and this guy named Hiko. They were both on Cloud9, and I was a huge Cloud9 fan just because of that. Those two guys, and then I never knew that Shroud was huge on Twitch until I started Twitch. And I was like, wow, fuck, this guy could play painting a house, and he's got 40K viewers. I'm like,
which is insane.
Yeah, it doesn't even pay to be a professional. It's honestly kind of silly to be a professional at a video game now, because you can be a professional, but don't make your earnings about being a professional. Make it about streaming, because you can make a hell of a lot more.
Tie that into it if you could.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a guarantee if because you might lose the competition.
Right.
It doesn't. That's not gonna pay. The streaming will pay if you're trying to get into it like that.
Oh, he said, look at Emad's tweet. Let's see what's going on before we get off.
Cal, thank you once again, honestly, man, for being here. Zelman, thank you for contacting Cal and coming up with the topics as well. If you haven't already, go check out Cal on YouTube. He's also a streamer though too, so he's also on Twitch.
I do once in a while.
Twitch.tv/CalzoneOP. He's also on Twitter. He's also on Instagram. So he's everywhere. So make sure you guys go show him some love, man, and let's see what Emad says, and then we'll get off, man.
Sounds good. Once again, I appreciate being here. I appreciate the invite, Zell and Miller.
What do you say, EJ?
What's that? He said, look at one of Emad's tweet. Look at one. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Don't wish on a star because the star you're wishing on is long dead. Just
tell him about his viewers.
About his viewers? I don't know.
What date is it on, AJ? Oh, first time hitting 10K views? Is that what you're talking about? With no host? With the viewing party? He streamed for 18 hours? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, he streamed many months without one viewer? Yeah, that's how it happened.
Yeah, a lot of people. That's a lot of people's story. But like Cal
because it's
said,
about a.
my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you can say it.
No, I was just gonna say, like Cal said, you got to be able to find a way to separate yourself, where you're not relying only on gameplay and only on personality. You also got to be doing other things that like just nobody else is doing. That's really what it comes down to.
To make something that's
Yeah.
your own, like spin a wheel or some shit. Like if I had enough room here, I'd be spinning wheels, and I don't know what the prizes would be, but you know, it's funny because actually there's a streamer that does it, but he does a virtual wheel, so you can always do that. Just make it different, make it something that you're original at, which I still have yet to figure out.
Right, little by
That's
little,
kind of that's the way to do it, you know. Yeah, try it out.
We have the toxic attorneys and this, and we just trying.
That's true.
help.
That's a phenomenal tool.
Oh, that's been a lot of fun. That's been good.
Hell yeah. I see. I would have joined it, but I'm about it. Fortnite. It's not even worth my time. It's fun, but I just. Oh man.
We're gonna be doing a 2v2 one next, so it's gonna be interesting.
Ooh, that's gonna be
and
exciting.
Cash, you can tell Miller has an amazing interviewer voice.
Why you say that?
Oh yeah. That buttery voice.
250 hours a month. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want to go through that, AJ. Honestly, with an average of 3 viewers, I feel like that's not enough anymore, though. Maybe when he started, it was, but
yeah, no.
But yeah, guys, chat. I know Sundays are usually slow days for podcasts, so thank you for being here, for hanging out. BAJ,
we'll
anyone
get back
else out there?
Saturdays soon after the New Year start. We'll be back in here on
our
regular schedule day.
I hope so. Once again, Zelme, Cal, thank you. Chat, we'll be back with another one. Hopefully we get Cal back again one of these days.
We got to do it before we go out. But yeah, do your outro, Miller, and I'll end it.
Yep, guys, thank you for being here. We'll probably play some Bloodborne in a little bit. After this, I'm going to go find some food downstairs because I'm hungry. I have no idea what Bloodborne even is in a sense. I just know it can't be harder than Fortnite, so I'm going to beat that probably like today or something.
Well, it is. Good luck.
So thank you, Cal. Thank you so much, man. I have a similar story. It's just cool. It's inspiring to see you grow, and Zelma is going to be killing it 2020. Zachy, thanks for being here. And that's basically it for me. I'll catch you guys later on Twitch. Besides that, I'm out of here. If you haven't hit the sub button, please do. Sub to Cal, too, as well. Sub to Zelme, and show these guys some love. They're putting hard work in, so it'll be good to see all of us grow together. So thank you guys for being here. And that's it for me.
Thank you. Catch you guys later.
I'll see you, Zachy. Love you too, my guy. AJ, B, Mike, all 7, 8 people in here. Love y'all. Y'all know y'all alpha. And for y'all, and for this guy named Calzone OP, this alpha who's grinding, can y'all please give this alpha a wazam? All right, love y'all, man.
Wazam.
Peace.
Didn't I say AJ name? Oh well.